What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant Rolling here with the DMG Gaming Podcast, and as always, I am joined by Gayralt of Rivia, my boy, Ed Phillips. What up, my boy?
Speaking of Gayralt, we're going to be talking about The Witcher 4 today. I didn't watch all the episodes, but I kind of got the point. I got the point very early on.
You kind of knew where it was going.
I knew where it was going, and I got it. Okay, I get it, lady showrunner. I get it. Okay, I understand what you're trying to drive home here. I get it.
No.
All right. But yeah, we'll talk about The Witcher season 4 later.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's break it down. Let's talk about the docket.
The docket.
Ready about that docket? Ready for that damn docket?
What?
All right, so we got gaming news. We got one of our main subjects is The Witcher 4, or excuse me, The Witcher season 4 on Netflix. And we'll talk about some other things, including games coming out and some other things like Grant. There's stuff we got to talk about today.
Uh-oh. Sounds serious.
There's a few things we have to talk about, okay? And
Sounds
that's
serious.
going to, well, it's not super serious, but we're going to talk about some things later. I'm not going to reveal what it is now, but we'll get to it. All right. And then, of course, we have our picks top 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then the random game roulette.
Random
We
game
got
roulette.
Xenogears last time, dude.
We did.
I mean,
And
you
it's
know what
gonna
that
be-
means.
It's going to be 6 months of garbage.
All right, so let's get to our X. Actually, I need to retweet this stuff out, Grant.
Why won't you do that?
Damn, look at my notifications blowing up. They blowing up, Grant.
You got them riled up.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh, I replied to the new Spartacus trailer.
Oh, God.
They're bringing, except it's the House of Asher. And let me tell
House
you,
of
Grant,
Trasher.
they're about to destroy that. Well, I mean,
I'm sure they.
they're doing something that makes zero sense in that time. Zero sense.
I'm
But
sure.
we'll get to that too. That's one of the things I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about too much right now. No, I mean, that's about what?
Hey, you know one thing we didn't talk about? The trailer for the new Game of Thrones show.
Oh, the what is it
What
called?
about the night?
The Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Looks pretty good.
It does look pretty good. Like no dragons or magic, I think, and it's just going to be about a knight traveling with some. I don't know who that person is.
But could they fuck it up, Ed?
They could, yeah, they could. They could, Grant. They definitely could. All right, let me pin this post. Pin our live stream. Pin it to that. All right, like, retweet, or repost. Got it. You're out there. You squinting? What are you squinting for?
No, I'm trying to read something.
What are you trying to
I
read?
don't have my phone. I don't have my phone in my hand, Ed.
You sure?
Positive. It's over here. It's over here.
You ever went to a place called? Do you guys have Rock and Roll Sushi? Where you at?
We do. It's terrible. I hate it.
We have a Rock and Roll Sushi near us.
It's
But my
garbage.
favorite is the Tsunami Sushi. That's really good.
I'm gonna tell you why it's garbage here because, and it could just be the franchise is terrible. I mean, not the actual
Sushi
franchise.
in Mississippi doesn't sound very appetizing.
I don't know, dude. We got seaweed roll. It's all you can eat buffet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not like a buffet as in like you walk up to it and get what you want. You order what you want nonstop, and they'll keep bringing it to you.
How much do you pay up front?
I think it's like $24.99.
$24.99 for all you can eat sushi.
Yeah, and it's got more. They have more than just sushi. They have like you can get like calamari, fried calamari. You can get egg rolls. Dude, it's amazing. I could tell that you're intrigued.
Well, you're saying amazing. I mean, probably amazing
it's good.
for.
No, it's good. It's good. It really is good.
I've been to Okinawa, brother.
Oh my god!
I lived in Okinawa. I mean,
shit about that.
You're not gonna beat Japan sushi straight from Japan. Japan, you know what I mean?
You hear that sound, Ed? It's the sound of
What?
nobody giving a fuck.
Probably. All right.
You said, yeah, I know.
Okay. Got that tweeted out. And let's get to the gaming news. Grant. Bookmarks. Oh, buddy. Here we
I
go.
bookmarked some stuff.
Did you? Did you finally do some work? You
I actually did something.
You did something? Oh, good. All right. Let's see. Let's go with some things. IGN.
Oh, IGN.
IGN with the this is from Pirate Nation. IGN, so he has a picture side by side of the Witcher score, which is a 7. An IGN 7 with a polarizing show like this is a death sentence.
Yeah.
That is a death sentence for a show like this. Okay. That's bad. It's saying, oh, I see IGN 7. That's good. It's good. No, for a show like this, that is a really bad score, especially with the overwhelming reviews for this season.
Yeah.
Have been garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's time to get into the user, the audience score and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, don't do that. You can't do that.
Review bond.
The review bond.
Yeah. No. But I did watch majority of the season, and we'll talk about that later. All right. But yeah,
look how they compared it.
The next review they have side by side is the Penguin. They gave it a 5,
which should have been a 10,
which should have been at least a 9.
Yeah.
But that's good old IGN for you.
Who reviews this? Is it the same? It can't be the same person.
It's probably the same person.
Great God.
I don't know if they put their names on the reviews anymore.
Why? Because they
can't be held accountable. Got to be held accountable. Oh, here we go. Some more Witcher 4, Witcher Season 4 news. Oh, really? Pirate Nation post. And it has the Witcher Season 4. This is from CBR website. Gave it a review. The Witcher Season 4 review. Liam Hemsworth, Geralt silences haters. Like, that's a statement, Grant. It's a statement. They silence his haters. Let me tell you. You know what? Nope. Saving it. Not talking about it right now. Oh, here we go, Grant. Your favorite game.
That's happy anniversary, Ed.
Happy anniversary 1 year anniversary to Dragon Age the Veilguard. He was released 1 year ago today. The Veilguard. Tosh's birthday's today's, Grant. Tosh. The Dragon Hunter.
Fucking terrible ass game.
All right, let's Grant, what is this picture? All right, did you know, Grant? I didn't know this until like after I was watching some of the episodes in the Witcher season 4. I saw that they have a movie that they released with the season called The Rats. It explains the group that Ciri travels with that you see in season 4.
Okay. It
kind of covers them. Now, Grant, these are shitty fucking humans and elves and whatever you want to call them. All right, they are the worst fucking people.
Okay.
I'm not even talking about the books. All right,
yeah,
because they were crapping the books.
But
they made this group, the Rats, even shittier in the series. But they added. Look at me. I'm getting ahead of myself. But anyway, Grant, they announced it. They have a Netflix movie out right now called The Rats about these people in the season 4.
Did they film them at the same time?
Yeah, it released. It's out, Grant. What does that look? What does that look like to you? Does that look like
that looks like you on the left?
No, first off, don't be lying like that. Don't be lying like that.
I thought that was you on the left. I was like, is that Ed? Who is that?
I'm trying to set you up to help me out here, dude.
But if I got the opportunity to hit you with it, I'm going to.
What does this look like to you? This group?
It looks like the fucking Kotaku couch. It looks like a fucking.
It looks like a Disney generated group. It's like some Disney show, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But it's
Grant,
got. Here's the thing. Here's the thing is, it's got the same. It's got the same group of characters. It's kind of like you remember I was talking about this to somebody. Do you remember the teen movies from like the 2000s? How they always had like the one black guy.
Yeah.
If you just say, the token black guy or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this. I mean, you got your quintessential fat guy. He's probably like the comedy guy. I don't know if he is or not. I don't know this. Then you have like the woman who's like the serious bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like she don't take nothing. And then you got the smart ass. She's the black chick with the smart ass. She's like the smart ass, but she's going to be sassy. You know what I mean? Then you know what I mean. Then you got like the nerd, whatever, the smart one, the whatever, the small person is.
Yeah.
I guess it's like the genius, whatever, like the trickster. The trickster. And then you have like the I don't know what the fuck that is on the right. I what the fuck that is. I mean, am I right? I mean, I'm just guessing. Am I correct?
You're actually kind of off on a lot of those. You would think that would actually be a good setup. Have the comedic fat guy, right?
Yeah.
Have some comedy in there. No, he's not funny.
Okay.
You got the redhead right, pretty much.
Okay.
Kind of got the small one kind of right. Not really, but close.
Okay.
And yes, you got the Killmonger haircut lesbian.
Yeah.
You got that right too.
Okay.
The guy on the right is just a worthless character. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. But yeah, The Rats is out on Netflix. If you thought the season 4 was so good that you have to watch The Rats, go ahead and go watch it because it's out. The most uninteresting group I've ever seen portrayed in a fantasy series. It has its own movie. All right.
Terrible.
Shadow Ink Design says, "What in the sweet cornbread fuck is this trash?" LOL. Yeah,
I do have to.
That is actually a very normal reaction to this. What was that, Grant?
I do have to send this real quick. Keep talking. I'm good. I'm gonna tell you what a sec.
You got to send some.
Yeah, I do have to. This is actually I've been waiting for this actually all day.
Oh yeah. Oh, getting some.
Yeah.
Make some money.
Know it.
All right. Other news: Ridiculousness has been canceled by MTV after 14 years and 46 seasons.
I'll be honest with you. I thought the show was canceled I thought MTV was going off the air.
I didn't even know MTV was still around.
I mean, honestly. I didn't either. Like that's incredible.
This show was good, like back in the day. Like it was funny back in the day.
It was funny.
I didn't know this was still aired. Like I didn't know.
Here's the thing about MTV. Like I remember MTV was like, okay, this is like the transition I went to. I remember it was like all music videos and it had like Total Request Live in the early 2000s. Then it started getting like more reality, like Real World, Road Rules, stuff like that. And then it went to like the Jersey Shore era, things like that, And then it was just all ridiculousness all the time. Like it was like the ridiculousness channel. Like literally that's what was on.
All right. What was that show? Didn't that show when the rap battle show? What was it called?
The rap.
They'd have Kevin Hart on there every now and then, but it was full of
Wild and Out.
Wild and Out. Was that on MTV?
It was like on MTV. Then they got like moved to MTV2, which I don't know why they needed a 2. Whenever
I thought that I always liked that one. All right. Let's see. Demian. All right. Well, actually, we need to get into this. Okay. Let me pull up this real quick. Actually, we can just go straight to it. All right. Everyone knows the White House. They had the Halo memeing going on for a little while. You saw that?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. They're talking about the console wars or something like that.
Homeland Security too got in on it, but the White House first. They posted a picture. Oh Lord, what happened to my camera?
I don't know what happened to you.
Here, let me refresh that real quick.
That's so funny.
What's that?
That was so funny.
But anyway, I'll keep talking. The White House, they posted out a picture of Trump in the Master Chief armor. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny with the sword.
You saw that?
Uh-huh.
And then they basically announced that the console wars were over, right? They were playing into the gaming stuff, right?
I like how they announced that now when it was really over like last year.
Yeah, it really was. But anyway, so GameStop, they retweeted their tweet and showed a picture of fat JD Vance and Cortana. Did you see that?
Yeah.
But they retweeted a picture of basically AI picture of fat JD Vance's face and on a Cortana body, and then you had
Yeah.
Trump in the Spartan helmet, the Master Chief helmet. But
Here's the thing.
it didn't end there.
I hate how people get so offended that when they see Trump with anything that's like pop, like they just hate Trump so much that he can't they can't. I don't know, man. It's stupid.
But anyway, so Homeland Security got in on it. Let's see if I can find this.
Like
Oh,
they won't
they
people
did
to
this
sue and all
one.
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
This broke people. I mean, they were
Oh yeah.
breaking people over all this. This one is the board is it's a Lord of the Rings one. The board is set. The pieces are moving. We come to it at last. The great battle of our time. Then it has a picture of Mary talking about there won't be a Shire Pippin. And
Did that guy come out and say, "Oh, I don't agree with this. They used my face"?
No. There was people like, well, actually, they ended up defending the orcs as
Yeah, of course.
Because what they did was like people like they don't know what they're talking about here. But they
do you not understand what kind of world we live in now? Like, let me just say, if 9/11 happened today, there would be a lot of people defending the hijackers.
Dude, listen.
It's just that's sad.
There's one guy that said, well, technically, he made the orcs be like the good guys. Like, well, technically, the orcs did this and this, he's like referring to the immigrants as orcs. So
yeah.
he ended up making himself look like a racist from the get-go. And then he was defending Mordor's territory or some shit and all that. But anyway. And then, but he had a lot of actually, guys. But they took it literally. Like, they don't understand they're being trolled right now by Homeland Security. Like, whoever runs this account has been trolling people the entire time. Let me get rid of this.
Shadowing Master Commander in Chief. That's right.
God dang right. All right, let me get rid of that so people can see your face. Good. Anyway, so let me find the one that has the Master Chief one. I'm pretty sure it was Homeland Security that posted it, but it was hilarious. Let's see if we can find it. But yeah, here it is. This is the one that triggered everybody. Like, people had essays of Twitter posts that they had to break this picture down, Grant. And so this one tweet really triggered everyone. It said, this is the one from, I'm sure everyone's seen it, whoever's listened to the podcast. It says, finish the fight, or finishing this fight. And then it has destroy the flood. And it has, of course, a warthog and a Marine on the back of the gunner. And then, of course, the background is the halo. So, Grant, from this, you had all what do you think happened? You had your game publications, right? Like IGN come out in full force. Yeah. They had to find the old Halo devs, some of them, cherry picking ones to see if they can have a response to this. Why? No, they got to have a response to this. So they found some old Halo devs, and the ones they found were saying, oh, we don't, they're trying to compare the flood to illegal immigrants and all that stuff. And they came out against it.
They made sure they found the liberal ones. That's what they did.
The liberal ones. But,
yeah, correct.
Grant, let's go to this one. Endymion kind of brought it up, but Marty O'Donnell, okay, which is the main guy back in the day for those old school Halo movies or Halo games, and who is also, I think, running for office, right? Yeah. And he's retired from being a game dev. Anyway, he responded to a guy. He said, well, Steven, you could have a talk with me. This is a journalist that wrote the piece, right? He asked the two people what they thought about the Homeland Security memes. Mm-hmm. And his response to the journalist was like, well, Steven, you could have talked with me, but you didn't. Marcus and Jamie are friends. I believe the flood referenced the huge influx of illegal aliens that has now been stopped. That's what I voted for and I support. For the record, I worked and shipped more Halo games as a director at Bungie than anyone else. But who's counting? Also, I was working for Bungie prior to either Marcus or Jamie, and am older and wiser, thus the nickname Marty the Elder. Let's see if you can discern humor.
Wow. But they didn't want to interview him.
But it is because IGN also posted this out. The two guys they asked. They didn't ask everybody. They just asked the guys that they knew had a political opinion that was against the current administration. So they just went with that. Dishonest journalism. We're used to that. You have it in the gaming space big time. Because I mean, honestly, it's more prevalent in the gaming space because these guys are literally open and out about being fucking left wing and everything like that.
Yeah,
not real fair, not fair journalism, or they only like certain things and will be open about their ideological views, political views.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you with me, Grant?
I'm with you.
You with me?
I'm with you.
All right, good. But this is the original article by PC Gamer. Imagine that. They posted Microsoft might be silent. You can hear the cries and the tears being shed as when they saw that meme.
I'm surprised they didn't try to start tagging Bill Gates.
Yeah. Halo's co-creator and Halo 2's design lead have called the U.S. government's destroy the flood analogy, comparing immigrants to parasites, absolutely abhorrent. So they found two guys that were, old Halo devs that worked on some original ones, and they made their article. Meanwhile, Marty the Elder is very prevalent on social media.
Yeah.
He is very prevalent.
I bet they're trying to come
People
after
know
him.
where he is. They never reached out to him. He's always involved in the political stuff, but they knew they didn't want to ask him.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the reason why.
We know the reason why, Ed.
So this is more of exposing these shit game journalists, that they're just garbage.
Yeah, I mean, if President Trump sneezes, everybody writes an article about it.
Yep. All right, let's go back. All right, this is where the shilling begins, Grant.
Oh goodness.
This is so this is something I saw. There's one guy that was talking about how better Liam is compared to Cavill and being a girl. And this guy was appearing all over my feed. Okay. And he was, I even went to reply when I was kind of, joking with some people on the Netflix account and everything like that. I was kind of trolling. I saw this guy's reply everywhere. Like this guy was going
the main shield. He was the number one shield.
We'll go more in depth with it, but listen, season 4, there's no world, I would say. No, there's really no alternate universe or anything that you can tell me that the season 4 was good.
Okay.
There's no universe you could tell me that Liam Hemsworth is a better Geralt than our boy Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Well, no.
There's no universe that just on screen using your eyes and your common sense, but just watching it. There's no comparison. Henry Cavill is a superior Geralt in every way. Oh, but he showed more emotion this time around. He showed more emotion. That's a big thing. That's everyone. That was the spin up, right, for everyone's replies.
But wouldn't Geralt supposed not to have emotion?
Show emotion, a lot of emotion in the new season. That's the regurgitation you see on social media.
But isn't Geralt like an emotionless person?
He's emotionless. Yeah, yeah. All right. Due to of course, the grass trial to become a Witcher. All right, Grant. Do you know the movie Life Force? It's an older movie. It's about space vampires. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember hearing about
The
it. I
lady
never
walks
watched it.
around mostly naked
Oh,
during
sounds
the
like a good
movie.
movie.
Well, you know, it still shines today because it's a cult classic, right?
Oh, that's our favorite word on
Grant.
here.
We've gotten a lot of the in the news right now. What's spinning through my feed right now is Sydney Sweeney's dress, right?
Oh
That
boy,
she wore.
yes,
Yes, you know what I mean,
indeed. Mm-hmm,
dude.
mm-hmm.
They need to bring back Life Force
Oh, and have her play it.
and have her play the main vampire. Perfect.
There would be
Millions of dollars, Grant.
Oh yeah.
Millions they would make on this movie.
I knew you were gonna. I forgot. I meant to bookmark that dress photo, but I was like, can't do it for the live. But we all know what we're talking about here.
Everyone knows that. Yeah, it was on everyone's feed.
Them things big.
Yeah, but yeah, I was thinking, that'd be a great casting right there.
Would be.
Give her the role as the main
A
vampire.
lot of gooners. They don't even look like Geralt. Like, look at that.
What? What did you say?
I said it doesn't even look like Geralt. It looks terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. All right, so PC Gamer again. These are the same people that just wrote that article, bashing the Homeland Security tweet. But anyway, they say Liam Hemsworth is so costly, not awful as Geralt of Rivia, that he's basically invisible in the Witcher season 4. You know why, Grant? I mean, like this, I don't get. Listen, I have no hate for him. They set him up poorly with this.
Yeah,
all right,
it's not his fault
because the showrunners have already ruined the series. They already did, and he just jumps on basically a burning wagon going downhill and has to fill in as Geralt. But even when he did this, there's some episodes, at least one or two, that he's not even in it, Grant. He doesn't. He's not even in like entire episode. He's not even in The Witcher.
No, I get it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's the show called? The Witcher. Okay,
he's
not in. Yeah, the rats. Anyway, so he's not even in that, and some of the stuff. But it's the same thing as the last I'd say the last 2 seasons. Not a lot of Geralt. Okay, and that's where they were failing at leading into season 3, and season 3 itself. They were failing hard at that. They just try to spin up some of these uninteresting characters that how they wrote them. It wasn't good. All right. But that was on the past seasons. I haven't talked about season 4 yet. We'll wait on that. You hear about this? Transgender YouTuber Bow Blacks caught joking about giving caught joking about giving hormones out for Halloween candy. What a shithead.
What kind of name is that?
Like that's on the verge of like
it's an assault.
I'm gonna shoot you, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what that is. Like you're giving that out to kids. You have no right to do that. I mean, that to me. That's jail. That's immediate jail time. That's immediate lifetime in jail doing that.
How does this person get
not belong? I mean, this guy probably has thousands of followers.
That's what I'm saying. Like we put out great material and we get like 3 views. He puts out shit like this and gets millions.
Because you got a lot of people. He has a niche, Grant.
Fuck.
He has a niche of probably pedophiles and being transgender. He has a lot of those guys. Honestly, if the FBI should have just followed his YouTube, and more than half the people that watch him, they could probably arrest him some way or another.
Yeah.
Honestly. But yeah, so anyway, stuff like this, unacceptable. I mean, to me, you should go in front of a firing squad.
Bow Blacks.
Bow Blacks. Bow Blacks. I don't know. Who cares? Hopefully he goes to jail. All right. I'll save that for later. Oh, Grant. Pirate Nation post. The new Spartacus keeps looking better and better.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, did you see the trailer?
I did not see the trailer. It just
I
came out,
first,
right?
no, it's coming out.
No, I'm saying the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer just released.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
But so if I'm making a new Spartacus series, the last person that I watched all of Spartacus.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed it. But the last character that would make a spin-off series is Asher. Asher was a piece of shit in the Spartacus series. Like, I was hoping he would die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly, I thought they did kill him off, but maybe I'm mistaken. But anyway, so like the Asher is first off the last character I would think of doing a spin-off series off. But then the trailer, dude, you know, they tried to shock factor with all the blood and stuff on the trailer, but then and you know the girls, right? Because Spartacus
Oh
is
yeah.
known for the naked women. Let's be
Oh
real.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Um, but then they introduced this character in a, again, Asher is going to be a Dominus in this series, so he's going to be a gladiator owner. All right, so this is going to be one of his gladiators. Grant, in Rome, in a slave society, especially at a gladiator place or whatever they call them, where the
Coliseum.
gladiators are trained. No, where they're trained at, like
Oh, trained. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They're like an academy.
What would you think would happen to a woman
She would be raped
put in
and beat
that
up.
setting
She'd
on a
be killed and
realistic
raped.
basis?
I mean, that's exactly what would happen. She'd be killed and raped,
A lot of
mostly.
horrible things would happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're setting the show up to be non-realistic. I mean, I know it's not
Mhm.
supposed to be realistic. It's a fucking TV series. But you're already setting it up with a horrible character that no one liked as the main new dominus for this series. Good actor. I like the actor, but like the character is just garbage.
Mhm.
But you're setting him up as the dominus, and then you're introducing non-realistic aspects of it. Basically, the girl boss thing, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what you're doing. We know what you're doing before you even release the show.
Like
But
nobody
we
even
see
think
what you're doing, and we know what's going to happen. I
there
already
is in
know in
no
my head
way
what's going to happen in this series.
there would be in no universe that a woman would win in a gladiator in the Coliseum ever. At no point in any multiverse universe or whatever. Zero.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be dead on arrival.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it is a niche thing, I guess, for some people. But it's not going to be, I would say, very watched. Oh, I'm sure it's going to have great reviews, though. All right, Bloob
It's
posts,
blueberry. Yeah.
huh? Blueberry, blueberry, blueberry.
Fuck. You're like you would literally the worst. If like my life was on the line for you to read like a license plate,
Blueberry,
like
blueberry,
try to decipher a license plate, a personal license plate,
blueberry.
I'd
What?
fucking be dead.
All right.
You're the absolute worst.
Anyway, so Pirate Nation first post, The Witcher showrunner Lauren Smith Hisrich addresses backlash to the series. No one's taking the books away, she says. No one's taking the video games away. Everyone can have their own version of The Witcher. Basically, what they did was create a version of The Witcher for 10 fucking people.
Yeah.
And those 10 people are the producers and showrunners and writers. That's who they created this Witcher for.
And the 15 people on Twitter.
It's not for fans, which should be your main goal. That is your number one focus in anything, especially off a major IP like this that created many fans from the original books and the games. The fans should be your number one.
Correct.
Number one. You're making the show for the fans in anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you're a Hollywood writer, producer, whatever, author, those, whatever, you're taking a major IP and putting it on the big screen. Your number one thing when doing this show, writing the show, producing, directing, casting, is the fans. Okay? That's it.
That's it.
And then you can go down the list. Okay, we need to bring some new people to this IP. Got it. But your number one thing is while you're making those decisions to bring in new people is to make sure the fans are happy. And how you make fans happy is to go to the source material, take that source material and convert it. I know you got to convert it some way to make sure it's TV friendly, all that stuff. Cool. But you don't completely massacre it, Grant. You don't
Hey, you're
completely.
speaking too much logic here. What happened?
You
What's
don't
going on?
massacre it, and you don't, I would say, cast wildly. Okay. Because we'll talk about some of the cast choices here in a second. But anyway, back to that. Your number one goal, Grant, is for things like this, for major IPs like this, is the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Which we had Henry Cavill.
He
was a huge Witcher fan. Played the games, read the books.
Yeah.
And he was going to be Geralt. But they didn't want to listen to him, so he left. Anyway. So this is I just know why this show failed is because of this person. The show.
Well, this is what they're going to do with the new Harry Potter.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But anyway, Blueberry posted, retweeting Pirate Nation, said, make your own original story instead of, this makes so much sense. She says, make your own original story instead of hijacking beloved, well-established IPs just to butcher them. You got rid of the one guy on set who actually cared to respect the source material, and you made your adaptation watchable, which is true. If Henry Cavill was in season 4, I would think in the back of my head, I watched it anyway so I could give a review, but in my back of my head, I would have looked forward to season 4 if Henry Cavill came back because I knew some way he would try to push source material. He would try to get stuff back on track some way or another. All right. He would try at least. But knowing they got rid of him, I was like, oh, that's it. That's the last fan barrier or the fan protective shield we had for this show.
Yeah.
And they just got rid of him. So, yeah.
So they don't do that with Warhammer.
As long as they don't get rid of Henry Cavill.
They're like, Henry, the show's too good. We have to get rid of you.
But, yeah, as long as he's on, if has a lot of creative control for that, I'm not really too worried about it.
That's what they do. Man, look, Ed, I have to let you go. You're making the show too good. The ratings are through the roof and we're making lots of money. Can't have that. The 3% of the internet is very upset with you.
Yeah, we already talked about that. That's the Spartacus trailer. All right. All right. We got to talk about this. The variety. The last people I've ever retweet, unless I'm making fun of them, the last people I ever repost, retweet, share, talk about how I agree with them or whatever, or base my opinions on is Variety. Okay? Variety knows nothing besides when they do a review or talk about something, it is 100% based off their ideological politics.
Correct.
They look at this show and their review is just going to be based off their politics, their personal opinion. When I say personal ideology. All right. That's the Variety for you. You don't take the Variety's take on The Witcher season 4 and say, and expose upon it. Okay. You take it seriously because they don't know what they're talking about. They're not they're not giving this show a real review. They're giving this show based off their ideological perspectives and their political opinions. Then they do the review. Okay. It gets filtered through that first before it comes out on paper or whatever tweets. Okay. It goes through their political opinions, radical ideological opinions, because Variety is full of left-wing retards. Let's be real. They filter it through that first. All right. And then they post it out or put the article out. All right. It always goes to that filter. It goes through left-wing bullshit, retard, fucktard crap. And then they put it out. All right.
Yeah.
So if you're posting this or talking about it, reposting it, and giving your opinion, oh, I love Liam, it's so great. Oh, The Witcher 4, season 4 is fantastic. And you're reposting this, I already know you're a fucking retard.
Yeah. But here's the thing. No, we're not taking away from your opinion. There's people out there who love season 4. That's fine. That's your opinion. But overall, we know it's garbage.
Yeah. We'll talk about that too.
Like, I for one think Ghostbusters 2 is better than the first one. That's just me though.
All right. Grant, I saw this from Detective Seeds. As of right now, from what games we have gotten, I know you haven't played like any of them really, but what is your personal 2025 game of the year list right now? Top 5. Go.
Okay, so it's Expedition 30. It's Expedition number 33 is number 1.
All right.
I haven't played Ghost of Yotai
We know.
yet.
Keep going.
Let's see. Dragon Age: The Veilguard, Avowed.
Just whatever games you played. What games you played? Give me a top 5.
Oh man. Okay, games I played.
Yeah, this year. I mean, you shouldn't be putting any games on your top 5 that you haven't played.
Yeah. No. Well, all my games that I've played are like remakes and remasters and stuff like that.
Though, right?
What?
You shouldn't be putting any games you haven't played on a top 5 personal game of the year list. Correct. A lot of people do. A lot of people put stuff based off what they see on social media. A lot of people haven't played some of these games.
Yeah,
I haven't played a lot of those games. Personal top 5.
Okay. So Expedition 33 is number 1. I like Dragon Quest remake. I mean, these are the ones I played.
Dragon Quest 3. Yeah, that's fine, dude. This is your list.
Dragon Quest 3. Right now I'm playing Final Fantasy Tactics. It's a good one.
Easy. Yep.
Let's see. Oh, Path of Exile 2.
Yep.
And I can't think. That's it. I got 4. Top 4.
Yeah, 4. Top 4. That's good. Let's see. I would go Expedition 33.
Yeah.
That's easy number 1 by a country mile.
Mm-hmm.
I would go Death Stranding 2 as my number 2. Borderlands 4 is not on there. I already played that. Beat it.
Okay.
Not on Game of the Year. Sorry. But decent game. I would go Silk Song. Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Okay.
You played that. Why didn't you put it on the list?
You played the first one. The other one. I'm playing the first one, yeah.
You played Hollow Knight. Okay. All right. So Hollow Knight Silk Song is my third one. 4th, I would go probably with Path of Exile 2. Honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't go that route, but I think their last season with the new acts added, I think that was a lot of content they added. The game's not officially out yet. I know it can't be Game of the Year. It's still on early access. But to me, I've played that the most out of all these games. Besides, I would say Expedition 33. It's not Ghost of Yotai because I haven't played that yet. It's definitely not Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I did play. All right. Not that good. But for the shields out there, that is probably the best game ever made. Even a game that you were looking forward to, Doom, shouldn't even be on that list. Doom: The Dark Ages would not be on my top 5. I like it.
But that's a game that had a ton of hype but didn't live up to it.
Yeah. The one I'm playing right now, Outer Worlds 2, not on my top 5. It's good, though. Well, I do want to talk about that, too. I really want to talk about that. Like, the kickback on Outer... I understand it doesn't have a lot of Steam numbers. Okay, I get it. Yeah. But I'm going to talk about my personal experience so far through the game.
Gotcha.
All right? Because I think a lot of the hate... I understand Obsidian has a bunch of trash people that work for it. But I'm going to give the game a fair take. All right? Let's see. Dragon Quest 3 was great. I thought it was good.
It was great.
Old school classic. Dude, all right. My number 4, Grant, right, is Xenoblade Chronicles X Enhanced
Okay.
or Definitive Edition. I think that came out this year, right? Or did it not?
Mm,
I think it did. I think it came out in March, right? Yeah, it came
could
out
have.
in March.
That's right.
Even
It
though
did.
it's not a remake or anything, it's a re-release of a game, just better graphics for the Switch, right? Bringing it from the Wii or the Wii U. I think that was I'm still playing that game, and it's a great game. It's really an underrated game. I would put that on my personal game of the year list is Xenoblade Chronicles X. My number 5 would probably be, that game's an early act. Well, no. I'm going to put my number 5 as Arc Raiders.
Okay.
I only played the playtest, but just in that playtest period, dude, I really enjoyed it. It's official release now, as of yesterday. It's officially released, but that playtest period, I had so much fun, and I hate extraction shooters. I can't stand games like that. All right, but that game is fun. It's legit fun. All right, so that would be my top 5 right now. Probably unorthodox top 5, but it's there.
Yeah.
Split Fiction was good. Played that with my daughter. I wouldn't put that in my top 5 though. Maybe for like family games or whatever. But yeah.
No Avowed, Ed? None?
No Avowed. That wasn't even top 30 I played this year. Outer Wars 2 would probably be in my top 12, maybe.
Did Diablo release a season that would have been a top
Not
in the
this
top
year.
10?
Well, no, I don't think this year. Yeah. Nope. Not
Poor
this
Diablo.
year. Last year, yeah. Season of the Witch. I think that came out last year. Yeah. All right. Or did the Infernal Hordes come out?
It didn't come out this year.
No, I don't think that came out
That was
this
last
year
year.
either. Okay. But yeah, anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going, Grant. Oh, buddy. We already talked about this, but this is a death sentence for them. When you have IGN give you a 7 with the type of people that work over there, with their point of views of the world, get them giving this a 7, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's very bad. And they're just playing that, of course, that middle ground. Anyway, The Witcher Season 4 has more successes and missteps, IGN says, but as a season, it feels incomplete. That's like just let's just throw a middle ground review out there, not to upset anyone.
So we can seem like we're we can see we're on both sides.
We were negative a little bit about it, but we for our all of our liberal fans, we are
the 3% on Twitter.
Yeah. This is crazy to me. All right, so culture crazy. When this guy tweets out something, it's stupid. Anyway, so this has been spinning up on social media. I don't understand it because, that's cool. He broke Batman's breaking a white supremacist arm in the new Absolute Batman comic. Mm-hmm. Everyone's on board with that, except for white supremacists, I guess.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't anybody be on board with that? And then I was looking at the repost of this and what people were saying. They were comparing the white supremacists to MAGA and Batman beating up corrupt cops to the ICE people, and then I was like, oh, now I understand why a lot of people are like talking about this or, retweeting it and going, oh my God, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Because these people, what they do is they tweet out and they say, they'll tweet this little comic strip or, the one that shows them beat up a police officer, basically killing a police officer. Which is not Batman's forte. But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
It doesn't kill anybody.
But if he's beating up a corrupt cop, I'm fine with that too. All right? Everyone's fine with that.
He did that in the Batman
Everybody
Begins.
is fine with Batman beating up a corrupt cop because he's beaten up corrupt cops before.
Correct.
Everyone's been fine with it. But it's how people phrase it. They're very facetious about it, Grant.
MAGA cops said.
Yeah.
MAGA cops.
Well, yeah. So they in their tweet, they
Republican
say,
cops.
You won't believe the amount of people that are upset about this. it tells a lot about the people that are crying about this, referring to, they think MAGA people are associated with white supremacists, but that's what they do. But I haven't seen anyone reply and say, this is, why is he beating up a white supremacist? This is bad.
Correct.
I've never seen someone literally say that, spinning through it, going all the replies. But what I have seen people that are mad about it is because of what they're referring to. They're trying to lump white supremacists up, especially the new DC crew, with MAGA. They're trying to make that connection. They know what they're doing politically, right?
Correct.
On a political spectrum, or political, I say social talk, whatever. They're trying to do that when it's the most complete bullshit, right? That you can possibly think of. Everyone that I know personally pretty much everyone that I know personally has voted for Donald Trump. Yeah. They would be on board with Batman beating up a white supremacist.
Correct. Corrupt cop, whatever.
Corrupt cop too. All right. There's nothing wrong with it. What people are coming out after this, especially when Culture Crave does it, because he knows what he's doing, because he's very left wing. Let's be real. Oh, yeah. He's very political. Is trying to refer, facetiously, that, to stir up the MAGA crowd, that this is going to make MAGA mad. No, what makes them mad is because you guys are thinking that this is what it means. Like they're beating up a MAGA person. Because you have associated through the years as Donald Trump being racist and MAGA people being racist. And you've lumped us into this weird, I would say, conundrum, or I would say section of society, that anything that shows a white supremacist getting beat up or something negative towards a white supremacist, the MAGA is upset about it. No, it's the boring, same shit of putting all this political crap into your intellectual properties. All right. Knowing we know what you're doing by doing this. And it's tiresome. It's just bored and played out.
It is played out.
But yeah, that's my take. What about your take, Grant?
No, it's the same thing. I mean, the thing about it is, yeah, no, when I saw that, I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Let's go with this. Capcom actually provided sales, Grant.
Oh.
You good?
Yeah, I was waving to my nephew.
Oh. Capcom updated software sales. They actually provided sales, Grant. Imagine that. Oh. Not player counts. Not player counts. They provided sales.
I wonder if somebody else hasn't supplied their sales yet.
Yeah.
Still wondering.
It starts with a U. Anyway, so we have Monster Hunter Rise, 17 point. This is to date, 17.81 million. Resident Evil 2 remake, good remake.
Great remake.
16.34 million. And I'm assuming those numbers are this year. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's this year. So, yeah. The ones in parentheses. So Resident Evil 7, 15.9 with 1.14 million this year. Resident Evil Village, 12.87 million. Resident Evil 4 Remake, 11.18 million. Devil May Cry 5, let me blow this up, is sitting at 10 million. Monster Hunter Wilds at 10 million. That's pretty surprising. Yeah. Resident Evil 3 Remake, 10 million. Street Fighter 6, 5.7 million. And Devil May Cry HD Collection, 2.9 million. I think that's how you do it.
That's how you
provide sales of copies of the games you sold that we used to do all the time. But for some reason, we've gone to this player count. Some companies' player count.
Yeah, because
we have this many players.
Why they do it. Because it sounds better than the numbers that they've actually sold.
Exactly. But
we're still waiting on their numbers.
It's wild that we have to. It's wild that like people that shield for these companies can't grasp that. Like they think that that's, I would say honest, when it's totally the opposite. When you do this player count bullshit. If you run an MMO, I get it. All right, player count's great for MMOs. Mm-hmm. But when you're doing a single player game, the sales numbers that we've done for so long, okay? We've done this metric for so long that's what we expect to see. When you tell me player count and not copy sold, you tell me something's fishy going on. That your game didn't perform up to the standards that you expected, or the sales numbers are embarrassing. It's a very simple fact. It's a very simple concept. Do you agree?
I agree. I mean, because the thing was, we've been waiting for 6 months for them to release something, some semblance of number.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Man, the gaming news. What's up, dude? It's not ending. We already got that. Grant, guess what, buddy? Go ahead and read that for me.
In a report from Windows Central, they reveal that the next-gen Xbox console will be able to run the Battle.net store and World of Warcraft. It's like Christmas. We've been waiting for, but hold on. Let's back up real quick.
Yeah,
let's back
you
up.
need to be hesitant on that.
Let's back up real quick because I know that the report for that next-gen Xbox is over $1,000.
$1,200.
No, thank you.
To be exact.
Yeah. No, thank you. We're not doing that.
$1,200 for the next gen Xbox.
So let me get this straight. So we finally get Warcraft on Xbox on the next gen, but yet now the next gen Xbox is $1,200. Yeah, that's.
And you're telling me that the Battle.net store and World of Warcraft cannot run on this current hardware?
Like I look at the software now and it's like it could be ran on my old computer. My old computer, which I mean, it can be ran on a lot of old computers. And the thing about it is the new Xbox is like 20 times faster.
So you're telling me you couldn't have done a Battle.net app like you can get on your phone currently on Xbox? On the current hardware?
I guarantee I bet you can run Xbox.
Oh, it's gotten better graphics gradually, but it's not Xbox One or Xbox Series X next gen graphics.
It's not Unreal Engine 4.
So this is actually cool news because we've been talking about this a lot. I think this would be awesome, kind of console players.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be a cool thing. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm very hesitant because this sounds to me like some, trying to get you hyped up for something,
Yep.
And then we decide not to do it once the console comes out.
Well, we'll see because I think the next console is going to flop.
Yeah. If they don't do it now, this is going to be equivalent of announcing Diablo Immortal.
Oh my God.
At BlizzCon. Mobile game. That was hilarious. Okay, that's it.
That was so fun.
That's it for the news, Grant. All right. Grant, after when I heard the Witcher back in the day, this was before the Witcher Netflix series came out. When I heard when they announced it, and Henry Cavill, who was a huge Witcher fan and everything, loves all the stuff I like, nerds out on stuff. When I heard that Netflix was making the Witcher series with Henry Cavill as Geralt, dude, I was so hyped.
Yeah.
I was so excited. And next thing you know, season 1 comes out.
It was great.
They could have had some fixes in there for the story-wise, but the storytelling was so good in the first season. It was very good storytelling, how they did it. And, at the end, Geralt and Ciri eventually, linking up at the end of the last episode in season 1. But, the showrunners, they had something special. Like, they had their Game of Thrones, kind of, right?
Yeah.
They were set up for it. And the Witcher world, which they are trying to do now and failing miserably at it, they had so many spinoffs they could do in the Witcher world. But they failed at all those, besides like one of the animation ones. All right. But anyway, so they come out with season 2, and the showrunner, whatever her name is, decided to start breaking from source material, take Cavill out of.
So this person's different from the ones who did the one with Cavill. Completely different person.
No, it's the same one.
Oh,
the same showrunner. This is the person who has completely butchered The Witcher.
Yeah. Okay.
On Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
This person has, took The Witcher, which is Geralt, and started taking him out of everything and focusing way too much on all the other characters. Vice, what everyone wants to see is more scenes with Geralt. Okay, they gradually started doing that in season 2 and season 3. Some of the girl bossing, like, I get it. All right, we know Yennefer's powerful. All right, we know Ciri's powerful. We get it. All right, but Ciri became way too powerful too fast. All right,
Yeah.
and the focus on her. I get the books. All right, I read the books, played the games. There's a lot of focus on Ciri, especially towards the end of the books. Okay, or at the end of the saga. But they really focus way too much on trying to make people like their characters, especially like Ciri and Yennefer. They focus way too much on it. And they got away from Geralt in season 2 and 3. When I say they get away from, he becomes like a back character, dude. And that's not what people want to see Geralt on the screen. That's the point of making a fucking movie or series based off The Witcher. More Geralt, okay? So after the failure of season 3, which was abysmal, they decided to remove Henry Cavill, or he left. We don't know the official really word on that. But they removed Henry Cavill. Cavill left, and they replaced him with Liam Hemsworth. Fine, I get it. But see, that wasn't the real. I mean, that's a major issue, right? Changing characters like that. But the real issue was the series was already not going the way it should. It was not good. But then you do a cast change like that and think people are going to continue watching it, which I'm sure some people did, but they really lost a lot of people in the last 2 seasons. But they replaced Geralt with Liam Hemsworth, who I've watched the first 5 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a good Geralt, dude. And
No.
people have been trying to force feed in people's faces on social media, trying to justify that he's a good Geralt. He's too emotional. He just doesn't fit. But he's not the main issue. The main issue is the show is just going downhill. It's been going downhill for a while. And again, it's a burning wagon going downhill. And Liam Hemsworth had just basically hopped on an already failed product produced by the showrunners. But anyway, Grant, so I'm watching The Witcher, and I'm looking at a few things. Well, they try to bring in a scene from the books between Ciri and Missile, okay? Who's Missile's part of the rats. I don't know what they were trying to get at, but they were trying to bring their relationship from the books into the series. Spoiler alerts, everyone. I'm about to go into something. I haven't seen the series. Or you plan on watching the series, just turn it off now.
Or just don't.
But anyway,
just don't watch it.
The books, the relationship between Missile and Ciri is very. Anyway, they have a lesbian, I would say, connection there in the books, but it's not, I would say, of consent. All right. Missile basically sexually assaults Ciri, and the author kind of pinpoints that as being bad, as part of Ciri's development as a character. She's only 15 when this happens in the book. And she's not consenting to this. All right. So again, she was sexually assaulted, hence raped by Missile in the books. And people can disagree or agree on what you want, but there's no consent. There's zero consent, as in yes or no. There's a no. So, and in turn, if you want to look up the definition of rape or sexual assault, she was sexually assaulted. All right. In the books. But then they go to this, they try to bring in Missile to the series in season 4. And basically, she pretty much, that scene when she gets assaulted, she enjoys it. So that's one of many things, but it just tells me the agenda driven slop that they're trying to push to, I would say, change a character or make a character look better than what they were. And it didn't make any sense to me because they showed the one of the rats, one of the older guys, one of the boys, do the
The fat
sexual
one.
assault. Like his missile saved her from a sexual assault from one of the men.
Hmm.
But in the books, the sexual assault happens again because Missile takes advantage of her during this, she's mentally weak period. Like
Have
she's
you read all the
very,
books?
yeah, I read all the books.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, she goes into she's very, I would say, what's the word? I would say mentally just not, uh, I would say like mentally weak right now, especially after
Hmm.
that happened. But then she gets sexually assaulted by Missile in the books. Well, they didn't do that in the series. They try to play into that. She now has a complete, I would say, lesbian lover, and she had no, I would say, second thoughts about it. That's what I got from the series. Now, in the books, they do eventually form a relationship. All right. Weird one, but it's a relationship. And then she eventually meets Galahad later on in the other books. It's a crazy, because Siri can actually go through time and space, right? She can visit
Hmm.
alternate realities, I guess you can say. And one of those realities is meeting Galahad towards the end of the last book, and going into where reality where Camelot exists.
Okay.
But we can talk about that later. But all through the series, all through the season 4, you just see the agenda Disney slop just pushed in your face, butchering the IP. The dialogue, a lot of the dialogue is really cringe. And now they just announced the season 5, or season 5 has already finished wrap up. They're finished filming for season 5. So
Oh
we're about to
God.
get more shit thrown in our face. It's like a weird thing that the producers have to throw this shit out in everyone's face. Like they're trying to make the fans of the books and the games just pissed off to prove a point that their view of or interpretation of The Witcher is the correct one. But the problem is, this is in many IPs. This is in many shows that are adopting famous or popular IPs. We get in all this agenda-driven slop that from these young writers, producers, showrunners, whatever, that want to show their point of view, their ideological worldview injected into a lot of these IPs, and getting away from the source material, getting away from all that. So, which is very prevalent in The Witcher season 4, very prevalent. So, my advice would be, do not watch this. If you want to somewhat enjoy it, do not watch this thinking this is The Witcher. Like, take that out of your head. Names are the same, but do not watch it thinking you're getting The Witcher, because you're not. And honestly, really not getting a good show. Like, it's not even a good fantasy show.
So
A
even
lot
if
of,
this wasn't The Witcher, you would think it was still a terrible show.
yeah, it's already gotten that point past season 2. It was already
Yeah.
going downhill, and this
Yeah.
is just basically a reinforcement of that. Of this is not a good show. Season 4 is, but and then even Liam playing Geralt, he plays a very back role. There's some episodes that are it's kind of cool fighting sword techniques, all that stuff, somewhat. But he really just they just threw him as a side character, by the replacement. He's now a side character completely in
Hmm.
this story. But it's a travesty because this is not going to stop there. They're going to come out with more bullshit in season 5. They have The Rats out, which is a movie they released with season 4 about that group, and I haven't seen it yet, but I did not like the rats in the books. I
Hmm.
really did not like the rats in season 4. So why the fuck would I watch a movie about them? Like the series version from the books is way worse.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's pretty bad. You wrapping up what you doing over there?
Well, I'm looking at you.
Huh? But are you done with what you're working on?
Oh, that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been done with that.
They do announce or they introduce a few new characters to the season. None of them are really that interesting. I haven't seen episode 7 and 8, so I haven't seen the ending yet. So I really can't talk about the finale. But overall, I mean, you can just get it from the first episode. You know what you're getting. All right, you know what it's going to be about. You know what they're going to feed you just from the first episode, and that sets the tone for the rest of the season. I don't recommend it. And this is coming from a huge Witcher fan, like to the point that I could probably be very easy, like lenient,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm such a big Witcher fan. I could be
Yeah.
lenient if they, on series animations made from the
Yeah.
Witcher world. I can be very lenient because I'm such a big fan. I
Yeah.
cannot be lenient on this. They broke me in season 3. I was like, what the fuck is this? They broke it even more by getting rid of Geralt and all that, drama that was around, or getting rid of Henry Cavill, that drama that circled around that, telling me who the showrunners were and what they cared about. They cared about more about our modern age crap and ideological perspectives than they did fantasy, about making sure the world is captured in this series.
Yeah.
And it's not. I mean, it's turned into a Disney show, like a CW show or
Yeah.
something. That's what it is. It's not quality. It's not
What is it like?
quality
Was it
entertainment.
Smallville? Was it like Smallville? Like like
Yeah,
the Superman show? Yeah, that's probably even
yeah.
better. That was probably better.
Smallville was awesome. What are you talking about?
That's
You
your
didn't like
nickname.
Smallville?
Anyway.
But the actress who plays Jennifer, she did good,
She's
kind
fine.
of. Yeah, she is. That's kind of redemption right there,
Mhm.
She's good looking, I guess.
Yeah.
And the actress who plays Siri, she did okay. Like, she's actually a good actress, but just not in this. This one is just this cringe, dude. Like, the characters are fucking cringe as hell. They're just so fucking cringe, and I hate that fucking word. But I
Ed,
gotta use it.
we gotta get ready for next.
Shadowing Design said he gave up after season 2. That's really the time to give up. I mean, honestly, watch season 1 and that's the end of The Witcher. That's what you need to do.
You know what we gotta get ready for next, don't you? The 30-year-old kids in Stranger Things. Those kids are our age.
Last thing, I will say this. Leo Bonhart, the character they introduced in this season, he's a sadistic bounty hunter. I don't know, I forget the actor's name, but he's actually legit. Only good thing about this season. I liked it. I liked his character only. That's it. But it's not enough to save the show. Because he's not in. He's barely in.
Uh-oh. Who's that?
Is that old Stream Boo? God, blocked.
They keep coming back.
Grant. So overall, Witcher 4 or season 4 is complete garbage.
So on a scale of you give your IGN score.
Complete garbage. You can tweet about it all day saying, "Oh, Liam's done such a great job as Geralt." He's fucking barely there, like he's not really there. And through the kind of like how the story is told in season 4,
Yeah.
he's just there. Not even there, really. I don't know how to say it. It's just he's just Liam. That's all he is. He's just Liam.
Like, excuse me, blonde
sword
guy
every
over
now
there.
and then, and sometimes some pretty cool moves here and there.
He's a sellsword, man.
Just Liam playing as with a wig on. That's all you're getting. I mean, this is a fucking 2 out of 10. 1 out of 10 through episode 3 through 5 or 6 episodes. Yeah, no. I'll finish it. Just say I finished it. So, when I bitch about it on social media, I can back it up.
Mm.
But there's no world that I see these people post good things about it. I'm like, what are you watching? Like, how old are you? 16? What shows have you watched? It's not a good show. Even with the Witcher name and the fantasy world, it's not a good show. As a Witcher fan,
Yeah,
like super fan, I love the Witcher. I love that world. I love the characters. And it's bad, dude.
garbage.
It's really bad. But these people that shield for it, saying it is, lying to themselves is what they really are. They know they're lying to themselves. They're just giving more fuel to the fire, more shit to the fucking dumpster. They're letting the showrunners, these showrunners probably see some of these good tweets and they're like, "Oh wow, we did good. We're going to keep doing this."
They
And they're just
power up.
going. That producer lady's going to take another IP and shit on it. That's what's going to happen. So do us a favor
You
and
know
just
what?
shut the fuck up because this is not a good show.
You know what I'd like to see? A live action Captain Planet. Oh God, they'd fuck it up in today's.
Captain Planet would be trans. He'd be trans.
Especially with that
He's on
haircut.
Netflix.
Especially with that mullet.
I don't know what it is with Netflix. Every now and then they got a banger series, but then they have then they just they allow this complete crap to be put on screen. Hopefully they've received enough backlash for this season that they realize we will never allow this producer, the showrunner girl, to ever do anything again.
Can you imagine if it was her and the girl making Tomb Raider teamed up? Girl power.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Oh my! I would kill myself.
You can't say that on.
They would make a movie so bad. They would make a movie so bad, Grant.
You can't say that. You have to edit it. You have to call it
that men.
You have to.
They would have power, Grant, because they would make something so bad together that men would probably jump off cliffs and everything. They would probably destroy the male race or the human males. They would no longer exist, Grant, if they watched their stuff, because that would be terrible. Rachel 2 says, "Oh, please no, Captain Planet."
Do you remember? I don't know, man. Captain Planet would be tight.
They could not make a Captain Planet good, dude. I'm sorry. They could not make one good.
Think of all the good stuff that they could have made that they didn't make, that would be terrible if they tried to now, like Thundercats.
Think about this, dude. The best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie is still the first one.
The first one. And the second one. The second one's not bad.
The second one, I'm saying the best one, though, is the first one.
Oh, the best one's the first one. Yeah, very first one from the 1990.
30 years later. 35 years.
I remember when I heard Raphael say, "Damn," I was like, "Oh, this is a grown-ass movie right here."
So 35 years, they could not get a Teenage Mutant Turtles movie right.
There's only two that exist. Number 3 doesn't exist. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 is not a real movie.
Yeah, and those we
don't count
ones.
That. Oh yeah, no. Those definitely don't exist.
Yeah. All right, Grant. That's enough of The Witcher season 4.
Ed, you know what it's time for?
Top 6. Grant,
are you gonna introduce it, or are you gonna let me fucking introduce it?
God dang, bro. That's some hostility there. You all right?
Hey, y'all doing trunk or treat this year?
We're about to do trick or treat today, like tonight.
I didn't say trick or treat.
No, we're not doing pop
for common folk.
That's
common folk.
Treat.
Where y'all live, it's trunk or treat, because that's just where the rich people live.
Yeah, your neighborhood is like pop the trunk or treat.
Hey, I know you said that 4 times already. You want everybody to hear you. You want everybody. You want everybody to hear your joke. Say it again, Ed.
Let's get to pick top 6. Let's get to the pick top 6. All right, Grant. Go ahead and introduce the picks top 6. What is the fucking subject? You worthless shit.
The picks top 6. Go ahead. You want to say you're joking in? The pick. You said it literally, you said it 5 times. All right. The picks top 6 for today is the worst horror games ever created. Spoiler alert. I have 3 Resident Evils on mine. Half of mine.
All right. Can I go?
You did. You go. It's you.
That's on me. All right. My number 6 is Vampire Rain.
Vampire Rain.
From 2007. Not Blood Rain.
Okay.
Vampire Rain. Grant, I think we had this in one of our random game roulettes. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, I do remember that.
Vampire Rain. All right. So it was a stealth game. You remember, you go through the city and it's you stealth.
Sure it is.
And it's really not stealth because the vampires see you they're not even on the screen and they see you. But anyway, so the vampires weren't really vampires. They were zombies or something. They look like zombies. It's very odd. But yeah, it's dated visuals and the name is kind of right because it rhymes with pain, and that's what the gameplay is. It's pain disguised as gameplay. Playing this game. It really should have been called Zombie Rain because that's what the fucking characters look like.
Or it should have been never created. Ed, number 6. We all remember The Walking Dead. Great at the beginning. Great show.
Oh, yeah.
Then in 2013, they made a game called Walking Dead Survival Instinct. It was terrible. So the graphics look like they were out of the PS2. Like you would literally shoot the zombies, right? And like after you would kill them, like they'd still be standing there, and like they'd get back up, but you already killed them, but then you can just like walk through them after they were still dead. Like they would like glitch out really bad. I mean, literally the only scary part about this game is the fact that you paid full price for it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Or a pretty bad one. I was about to say good. It definitely was not good. All right, Grant. There's one on here, my number 5. It's called Saw 2.
Oh.
Flesh and Blood, 2010. Okay. Believe it or not, Grant, it's a direct sequel to the first game in 2009. And you play Michael Tapp, the son of Detective David Tapp, played by Danny Glover in the films. All right, so hey, that's cool. They kind of tied it into the films a little bit, playing the son of the detective. It was developed by, guess what, Grant? Zombie Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who Zombie Studios is?
I do not.
It's the same studio behind Blacklight, Tango Down, and Spec Ops. Rangers Lead the Way.
Oh.
Yeah, they were, and it was this game was actually published by Konami before they turned into a mobile game and fitness company, which I think that's pretty much what they are now. But anyway, so they had what in this game they kind of had like they had the unique death traps, except as like you couldn't. How do I explain this? Like in the movies. How the movies are set up, how you have they got to get out of a puzzle or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's not anything like that. It's like the game introduced 20 different types of traps in the game, but they weren't in the movies, and it really didn't make sense because you weren't really playing a Saw. It was like you're playing a platformer and not how the movies were. And I don't know why they made this game because they could have just made this game, called it something else, and no one would ever tied it to the Saw movies. That's how bad it was. Like it just didn't make any sense. But yeah, so Saw 2, Flesh and Blood, 2010.
Okay. Ed, number 5, we start with the Resident Evil shit sandwich, right?
Which
Resident Evil. It's Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
That's a bad one.
It's very bad. So we all know it's a shooter game. The graphics look like garbage. I mean, I really don't know what to say about this, man. The graphics look like trash. Everybody thought it was going to be like this good, like House of the Dead type game. It was not. It was actually worse. Um, like this game would be better off if it didn't exist. Like this game is up there with worst games of all time. Actually, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten on random game roulette. Oh,
It's coming, I'm sure.
It's coming up. All right, Grant. There's this weird game called in 2012 came out called Amy. This is my number 4.
Okay.
Amy was in the game you play as Lana, I think her name was, infected by this virus. It kind of started out Resident Evil, right?
Yeah.
But Lana has to protect through the game. You're protecting this young autistic girl named Amy, which is guess what the game's named after. Who has these strange psychic powers, Grant.
Oh,
who
boy.
can repel infection and control technology. Well, anyway, so the escort mechanics is what the gameplay is. You're escorting this girl everywhere. She doesn't just follow you, Grant. You have to hold her hand throughout the entire game and guide her through the danger. And pretty much, she'll sense the fear, and you'll get the little vibration feedback on your controller. And then you have to do like some tactical way of avoiding any dangerous obstacles. But this was made by a small French studio, best known for their 2 other shitty games, Experience 112. We're doing a lot of shitty games. We're really setting up a really bad random game roulette right now.
Right.
Because now AI is going to recognize everything we talk about right now. And it's going to give us one of these shitty fucking games. But anyway, so it was developed by Lexus Numérique, a French studio that made other 2 shitty games. And then only upside is that one of the guys who was part of the studio was the creator of the classic Flashback, 1992. Remember Flashback?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That was actually legit. That was a pretty good game. But I mean, that's what the game is. You're escorting a girl, and the game was marketed as a real survival horror, but it's really just an escort game. You're just escorting this girl through obstacles and trying to keep her alive. And this game released at like $60, Grant. $60. But yeah, it was another low budget, a lot of, I would say, performance issues, glitches. It's a really bad game. And it really is not even honestly, out of all the games, this is really not that much of a horror game. Because when I think horror game, I think, something that will scare you. This game was not that.
Yeah.
It was a tedious to play. Very tedious. Go ahead.
Ed, was it number 4? Number 4? Ed, my number 4. I feel like people, they sat in the idea room, they're getting around, they're like, man, we should make a game that's like, what if we took Outlast and we combined it with Silent Hill? Right? Sound like a great game. But then what they did was they came out with the Blair Witch Project game. 2019.
I remember that game.
Oh boy. So, of course, it takes place in the woods, sets the psychological tone. But basically the game wasn't really scary at all. It was just endless walking, and the plot was very confusing, and all the mechanics were glitchy. But other than that, it was not even really a scary game at all. It was actually, besides the scariest thing about the game was the name, Blair Witch. That's it. Blair Witch, Ed.
You remember when that movie came out? Like all the hype behind it?
Oh, dude, that was great. I mean, because it was new. It was something
like
new.
Huge. Because it was like, it looked real. That was like the first time they kind of did that, right?
Yeah.
And then I remember, like, after that movie came out, every horror movie, dude, after that had that same thing. Like, there was
that horror movie that they did with the ghost, Paranormal Activity?
Yeah, they did that, and they did one. Yep. They were in an apartment complex. I forget what it's called, but they were in a apartment complex and some virus broke out, turned people into zombies or some shit.
Hmm.
They did a bunch of ones like that after that. Anyway, my number 3, Grant. There's a game came out in 2013 called Day One Gary's Incident, which
Okay.
is technically it was a survival game. But everything else about the game was pretty laughable. All right. It had broken gameplay. The game was riddled with bugs, glitches, clipping through walls, getting stuck in, I would say, corners and all that stuff. Enemies freezing, vanishing, objects not reacting properly. The whole physics engine of the game was trash. It had terrible controls, ugly graphics, poor optimization, laughable fucking story. Because you play as Gary, a pilot, the basic pilot that crash landed in Amazon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he'll instantly start shouting stuff like, "What the hell is going on?" Like every second. What the hell is going on? Imagine listening to that for like an hour of gameplay. But yeah, it's just one of those annoying games, and it was just a fucking joke of a survival game. But it's in the genre, so that's why I put it.
Ed, my number 3. This is where we're starting to get into the real deep shit here. 1986.
Thought we already went through some of the deep shit. We're just getting deeper shit.
Oh yeah, we're getting deeper here. Dark Castle.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh boy, was this game terrible. So you play as Duncan, who's a peasant. They don't really give you much backstory. He looks like Shaggy from Scooby Doo. But let's just start where at the top. The controls are the worst controls probably in any console, anything that you've ever played. Keyboard, controller, whatever. These are the worst controls ever. When you jump, like when you press the jump button, like you press the button and then it's like a 3-second delay. So imagine like running and then doing that, like trying to do that, right? It's got this stupid thing that like if you like jump and fall, you like go dizzy and go ooh, and you start spinning around like an idiot, right? And then so you're just getting attacked by everything, right? Because everything's allowed to catch up with you because like even if you jump like a foot and you fall, you start spinning around like a loser, and you have like all these stars above your head, like you've been knocked out unsilly. It's stupid. It's garbage. But like if you jump too far, you can actually break your legs. You can break your legs, and then you have to start over. So you don't necessarily die; you just break your legs, and you have to start the level over, which is stupid. Like imagine pushing a refrigerator around in a video game. That's how fast you move, especially if you're going downhill. Like you go even slower. Like this is the only game I know when you go downhill, you go slower than you do if you go uphill. Yeah. The pixels are terrible. The sounds are the worst. Like sometimes you'll go into like rooms and they'll have like these little monsters and they make these stupid noises. They go meh, 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 and that's all they do. They do that the whole time. That's all you hear.
It's like
Over
little
and
shit
over.
Yes. Animals you see in animes.
Yes. And we're not going to talk about the music. The music. What's that music? It's like the quintessential. What is it? Is it the Phantom of the Opera? It's like da da da.
Yeah.
But it does that over. It's a loop.
Jam.
It's one loop, and it does that over and over and over again. That's all you hear.
Awesome.
This game is sewage sauce, and it sucks. I fucking hate this game.
Damn.
Dark Castle.
Sewage sauce?
Yes.
All right. Grant, my number 2 was Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
Okay.
Continue.
All right, here we go with the double Resident Evils. Which one's going to be where, right? All right.
Oh, you have 2 Resident Evils in your top 2?
Yep.
Damn.
Because here we go with.
I know because part 2. Go ahead.
Number 2 is Resident Evil Survivor.
So that's number 2. Okay.
Yes, it could have been number 1, but we all know what number 1's going to be, Ed. We all know what's going to, because we'll get to that. Resident Evil Survivor is another co-op shooter like House of the Dead, infinite bullet type game. The story is terrible. You're like, oh, I don't know who I am. Who are you? And like, okay, so you remember, so this game came out for PlayStation 2, I think, or in the end of PlayStation 1 at the Anyway, it doesn't matter. You would think by the time we were getting into the early PlayStation 2 games, the voice acting would be better. It was actually worse than PlayStation 1, the original Resident Evil. Do you remember the voice acting on that? Like the game was great, but the voice acting was
Oh yeah, it was
abysmal.
really bad.
Yeah, yeah, it was bad. So this is worse than that. The story was terrible. Like this game was so bad. Like sometimes you would shoot at monsters and they wouldn't even attack you. Like that's how glitched out they were. Like you would go into the sewer where the spiders are, and the spiders would just stand there and just let you kill them. That's it. And then they would like turn into keys and stuff like that, and all this other stuff. You can literally beat this game in like 45 minutes. That's how bad this game is, Ed.
You know,
Resident Evil Survivor.
I was thinking about those games, but I had to go with the game that pretty much ruined. It ruined the genre. Well, it ruined the series, but it also almost ruined the genre for the type of game it was.
We'll talk about it together because that is my number one as well.
No, is it? I thought you had a Resident Evil as your number one.
Oh, okay. So okay.
This is not a Resident Evil.
Oh,
This was
okay.
actually a very popular horror game back in the day. All right.
Okay.
But they tried to reboot it, and that's Alone in the Dark Illumination.
Oh yeah.
You
That's
remember
bad,
Alone
too.
in the Dark games?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The first one was great. All right, but they tried to reboot it, and it was really it was a pioneer of survival horror games. The first Alone in the Dark.
Yeah.
But they tried to reboot it, and which it killed its legacy. It did. Like this reboot was just complete garbage. But it was buggy gameplay. The lighting was shit. I mean, everything about this game, and it was like the co-op gameplay portion of it was very generic compared to the original, and everything the first one did to make it scary, this one did the exact opposite. And I guarantee a lot of people know what I'm talking about because the first Alone in the Dark was just I wouldn't say it was a game changer, but it was really good. And this reboot just killed the series. Really, to me, it did. It should have been just fucking left alone, but they decided to fuck with it. Go ahead.
We all know what the number one game is. This game literally did almost ruin the series. Series. And that game is Resident Evil 6. It is the worst Resident Evil of the series.
I knew
that's not even a debate. Like that's not even a question. I don't even know what they were trying to do with this game. So they take Leon Kennedy. They shouldn't have. I wish they wouldn't have because they kind of almost ruined him. But they take Leon Kennedy and they put him in this. So they take him to Paris. Is that right? Is that where we go? Is that where we're at now? We're in Paris or something like that. I don't even know where we are. So they combine. Let me just break this down. So they take this game. They're like, hey, let's combine every Resident Evil that we have into one game. That's what their thinking was. So not only was it horror, it was action, it was a co-op shooter, and then it had those stupid quick time event galore, like fucking Dragon Lair, where you had to hit the button at the right time to get out of the way.
Quick time events.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, dude, this game wasn't like you barely even. So the game, there was more cutscenes in this game than it's like a fucking movie. Like there was more cutscenes in this game than anything I've ever seen in my life.
Michael Bay movie.
Michael Bay fucking. There's explosions everywhere.
I know.
Like this game reminded me. You remember the Marine with John Cena? Like
that's the biggest fucking Marine I ever seen.
Well, what I'm saying is because in that movie, every building blew up. Every building he was in fucking blew up. Like that's how much pyro was in that movie, and that's how much pyro was in this game. Everything blew up in this game. I think in the Marine,
go ahead.
One building blew up twice. that's how much pyro there was.
It's so fucking horrible. But yeah, they tried to fit 4 campaigns into one game, like full campaigns into one game with Leon, Chris, Jake, and Ada.
This was terrible,
and it was just 20 hours of exhaustive gameplay.
It wasn't even scary. Like, dude, I remember when I played
Resident Evil. It was an action shooter. You can't call it like
1 through 3 was true survival horror, point blank. because you're actually running from things and your things are popping out on you. Resident Evil 4 was just creepy. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't really that scary, but it was good. It was a good game. Don't get me wrong. It was good. It was just creepy. You know what I mean?
They had
Um,
presidential assassinations in the game. They had
yeah, Resident
global
Evil
outbreaks.
5.
They had kung fu snowmobile chases.
Yeah, Resident
Like,
Evil
what the fuck are
5.
you doing?
Resident Evil 5 was okay. I mean, it wasn't like great, but it wasn't terrible. It was just an average
It was
game.
fine.
You know, the story was weird because Wesker showed up and he had like superpowers. He was like running on. He was like Goku. You know what I mean? Somehow. Um, but Resident Evil 6 was the worst, and
But
it
were they
almost killed the franchise. Which they had to take it back to Resident Evil 7 to make it creepy and scary again.
listen? This game was fucked from the get go. You remember the demo they had for this game? They first
Yes.
released. They had the slower, more atmospheric Resident Evil feel at the beginning.
Yeah.
That was the demo, and
Yeah.
then this fucking releases and just.
I mean, that's the
slapped you
thing
in
is
the face.
they released the demo. I was like, all right, guys, we're not going to release this. This is just to get them hooked. And now we're going to release this garbage. Got them.
Yeah, they really fooled people with the demo.
Yeah. Fucking terrible. And that's the Pix Top 6, Ed. That is the Halloween edition of the Pix Top 6.
Spooky. I think I got some Halloween. What? I got some Halloween graphics. Want some Halloween graphics?
Sure.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, okay. Legendary. You changed the game. Is that my name in blood? Was that what that was?
I guess. I don't know. All right. That was a Pix Top 6, and we did a one that had a bunch of garbage games in it. And guess what we're going into, Grant?
Ed, we're about to dive off and deep dive into some more shit.
Why do we do this to ourselves? Sorry.
We have to educate the people to keep them away from these terrible games.
Video game history. All right. Last segment of the podcast is the random game roulette. This is where we ask AI to give us a random game from.
Hold on. Let's do something different. Let's ask for a Halloween type game. Let's do something. This is you know what I'm saying? Let's narrow it down a little bit.
That's fine.
Okay, let's do that.
Don't ever interrupt me when I'm doing the random game.
Shut up.
Okay, so anyway, I guess I'm going to have to start from scratch.
Yeah.
This is a random game roulette. This is where we ask AI to give us a random video game from any era or any console.
Mm-hmm.
And we either know about it or we learn some video game history. You wanted to interrupt me. I see your face right there.
No, I'm not like that. I'm not petty.
All right. Anyway, so you want to do Halloween? What's the what?
Yeah,
what
so
do you
Halloween
want me,
edition.
what's the prompt, Grant? What do you want me to ask AI to do?
Let's do. Give me a random game that is Halloween themed or horror themed that we can talk about on today's show. From
Okay.
any game. I don't know. Fucking, you're the one typing it.
Horror game
or Halloween
We're just
game.
gonna get the list we just did. What are you talking about?
Okay, Halloween. Do Halloween. Halloween themed.
Okay. So random
Well,
Halloween
Halloween
game.
is horror. Halloween is horror games. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Oh God, I hope not. I hope it's not that game. I hope it's not Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Please, God.
Oh God, no. We already did that, didn't we? Did we do that?
No,
oh no, we did a
but
comparison. I picked a really bad game and you picked a really bad game.
Oh, yeah, it chose that game for me. That was awful.
And we had to battle each other out. So which game is better?
No, it gave me Deadly Towers. You had Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
That's right.
And I had Deadly Towers.
And we had to make our game better than each other's. We had to justify it.
Extremely difficult.
Yeah, that was really hard. All right.
The shitty game showdown. One day we'll bring that back.
Yeah, one day we will. We always do when we go live again, like non-episode periods, non-podcast periods. All right, Grant. This is pretty cool.
That's cool. Sound like you got fucking emphysema, but go ahead.
Grant. This cannot. This is implausible.
Is it Friday
This
the
is
13th?
this is impossible for a random game roulette, dude. I don't know what to do, Grant.
We got back-to-back good games.
We got back-to-back fantastic masterpiece games.
Okay.
Last
I
week
already
we
know what
got
it's going to be.
Xenogears.
I already know what
And
it's going
we
to be.
got one that started a fucking genre.
All right. I know what it is, and I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to spoil the game.
Nope. Don't spoil it.
All right.
Just wait.
I am excited, though. It's great. Finally.
And this is perfect. Good job, Grant.
You see?
That Halloween
that?
saved us. That Halloween
That's right.
that Halloween little addition there saved us.
And that's why I'm the leader of this podcast.
No, you're fucking not.
That's why I'm the brains behind all this.
No, I don't fucking think so. I'm gonna go with the original cover. Yeah.
Oh God, you gotta make it super Japanese.
No, man, I'm talking about the original one, not the one they released 2 covers.
The one with
The
the greatest
original
hits.
cover, which I'm about to show. All right, great. All right, let me put this on the screen. On the screen, Grant. On the screen. This is back when Konami was good. You see that?
There it is. It is.
Do you see that, Grant? The beginning of Metroidvania is.
This is one of the greatest games of all time. This is a top 15 game of all time, easily. You can argue top 10 if you want to.
I'd agree with you there.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Grant. Go ahead, talk about it. Talk about it, Grant.
All right,
talk about it.
So this game, like Ed said, it started the whole Metroidvania genre. This strayed away from the side scroller Castlevania games. Definitely the Simon Quest, where that game was terrible. This game starts off as you play as Dracula's son Alucard, and I remember I remember whenever you started off because you had superpower, like all this gear and stuff. You're hitting everything one time, they're done. You're like, oh shit, this is badass. And you had when he was doing the slide, and you had the shadow following him.
We
or
go
whatever.
Before that, if you beat Dracula without getting hit as Belmont at the very beginning,
oh yeah,
you would get a boost or something like that. I forget what it was, but yeah, if you beat Dracula without getting hit, you got a prize after that.
You can also play as him.
Yeah, you can.
But there's a
hidden mode.
That game also has some of the greatest voice acting ever. What is a man? What was it about terrible acting like that? It's like it seemed like the greatest. It seems like the greatest games had the worst voice acting.
It was just the reasons why these games are so memorable is because we didn't have. It wasn't like the graphics you see today, right? Even pixelated games.
Yeah.
But the graphics to a point, even like the old Final Fantasies, the pixels and the way the graphics were, you were able to fill in a lot of that stuff with imagination.
Yeah.
And that's what made these games so great. I'm not saying it looked bad. It looked great at the time.
Oh yeah.
But it's just the way the story is, it doesn't have to have a bunch of dialogue. The games back then didn't needed to have a bunch of dialogue, didn't need to have a bunch of crap, really awesome graphics, Unreal Engine 5. You didn't need that because the player would fill in a lot of the holes, a lot of the gameplay with their imagination.
So this game revolutionized the Castlevania series also because it added this is the first one that added the RPG elements to it. Getting different weapons, getting strength and magic and all this other stuff. Magic, actually using casting, good magic. More than just like the dagger and the holy water. So don't get me wrong, that stuff was there too, but it was more than just that. But yeah, man, from top, the whole finding secret rooms, beating the first part of the game, then you had to go back through it again with the castle upside down.
Soundtrack.
The soundtrack, yes. For every
rock and roll, gothic, and classical put together.
Yeah.
Come on,
man. The monsters galore. You can literally go fight. You wouldn't because they're hard, but you could go fight end bosses if you wanted to, if you can make it there.
That's kind of, speaking of music, Castlevania really had its own type of music.
Oh yeah,
genre,
it had the
if you
chokehold
think
on it.
about
Yeah,
it. 'Cause it was really like rock and roll and classic with a little gothic mix in almost every Castlevania.
yeah,
You know, it really
yeah.
had its own thing.
Yep.
And this
Everybody
was
knows the
before
famous.
Konami became a fitness company,
Yeah, everybody knows
and
the
they
famous
got rid
Bloody
of Kojima.
Tears.
Yeah.
Yep, the Bloody Tears soundtrack is from the Castlevania theme.
Here, I'll throw some interesting facts out. Just a few of
Okay,
them.
is it a
The
cult
original.
classic?
Oh, I mean, yeah, we already know that, Grant. I really don't want to call it a cult classic though, because all the cult classics we had before were shitty games.
Terrible, awful games.
When you says cult classic, I immediately think shitty game. But this is one of the best games ever made. Anyway, the original Japanese title literally means Demon Castle Dracula. How about that, Grant? You like that?
Yeah.
All right. So the localization shortened it for the Western audiences to emphasize symphony and the Gothic theme. That's interesting. Because the original Japanese name was Akumajo Dracula. Akumajo Dracula. That was the one in Japanese. Thanks for that. Thanks for the feedback there, Grant. Such a great co-host. All right. Let's go to hidden item tricks. Yep, we already know about the secret inverted castle. Unlocks. Yep. Easter eggs, new boss. Yep, we know about that. Iconic soundtrack. Michiru Yamane. The soundtrack blends rock, gothic, and classical music. There you go.
That's right.
Bloody Tears and Dance of Illusions were the most popular. We already know that you can level up. Those are not interesting facts. Multiple endings. Yes, we know about the multiple endings. Endings depends on whether Richter joins Alucard and if you defeat Dracula with certain conditions. There's also a secret bad ending if you don't meet certain criteria. Are you there, Grant?
I am.
What are you doing, buddy?
I'm listening to you.
You motherfucker. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, Grant.
What'd you say?
Grant,
I won't lie to you.
there is going to be a time. There's going to be a time when I'm just going to have to go to your house. I'm going to drive to your fucking house before a podcast. Take your fucking phone, and I'm going to literally smash it in front of your fucking face.
Oh man, don't do that.
God. All right.
What
so
if you like slip and fell, like and like embarrass yourself live?
Yeah, probably would. All right, so let's keep going. Later ported to Sega Saturn. Yeah, we know about all that shit. Yep, cult classic, Grant.
It was on Sega Saturn? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got ported to a bunch. And then, of course, the modern consoles brought it in. PSP, Xbox Live Arcade, all that crap. Cult classic status, Grant.
Oh.
Despite modest sales at launch, it became the fan favorite and later became one of the greatest video games ever made. Thank you.
It is.
The game's design was originally influenced by RPGs like Final Fantasy. Kind of already figured that. And that's about it. All right.
You gonna show some gameplay, Ed?
You want some good old gameplay? We'll do some good old.
What is a man, Ed?
What is a man? All right, here we go. Ooh. All right, let's share this.
Remember that weird Japanese fighting game we got where like they all had like big muscles and stuff? And they're like
Okay.
Why was it so long? Why was it so long?
What's that?
Why was it so long? It was like it's stuck.
Konami.
Hell, they don't even make intros like this now.
About to hit the music.
Beautiful.
Journey back to 1972 in the Transylvania countryside of Romania.
It says 1792, dummy. I'm gonna come to your house and beat you up because you can't read.
skip forward a little bit. Richter. Let's see if we can get the Dracula. There we go.
Yeah, you gotta go back to the Greek. What
What's
is a
that?
man? Go back to the dialogue. Where you go? Yeah, there it is.
Oh man, I
There you
can't
go.
think.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this
There it is.
world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given
Oh, this is when they
flesh.
changed it.
I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill
I
needs
just like they
a
recorded
savior
this in like
such
a
as
tin
you.
can.
Yeah.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you.
Have at
This man, so Greek.
Let's
Yes,
yes. So awesome. All right.
Such a great game. Well, that was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That was our Halloween edition, and that is our podcast. Ed, you got anything else you need to add?
Nope. I'll
Good, 'cause
continue
nobody
playing
cares.
What?
What?
I'll continue playing Outer Worlds 2, and then get back to Xenoblade Chronicles X, and then also get into some Arc Raiders. While you'll still be on Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, and you can
3 months
continue to
later.
shut the fuck up. Anyway. Anyway, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank y'all. Go to dmggamingpodcast.com. Go follow all our socials there. Go to the Discord, the DMG Gaming Podcast Discord. Join there. You can join and talk with like-minded folks like ourselves and talk about old
Happy
games and things
Halloween.
like that.
Gotta go trick
And
or
happy
treating.
Halloween. Happy Halloween. And for us normie folks, happy Halloween. And for the rich folks, Ed, you want to talk to the rich folks and talk to we don't speak high credit score around here. So go ahead and talk to the rich folk.
I'm going trick or treating. What's rich
Yeah, you're
about
going
that?
trunk or treating. You're going trunk or I gotta get in my Bentley.
I'm taking my
gotta get in
kids
my
around
Cadillac
our
Escalade.
neighborhood that many people have. What is rich about that?
We gotta get around our Cadillac Escalade and ride around. And
I drive a Ford F-150.
what's your neighbor drive? Fucking hell, man.
Fucking Tesla. And then
all right.
the one after that has a Cybertruck.
And what else? What else we got in the neighborhood?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about my Cybertruck.
Exactly. You probably have the cheapest vehicle in your, and this is an expensive car. You probably have like the bottom vehicle in your neighborhood.
F-150 Raptor is not that cheap.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Fucking hell.
All right.
All right, Mr. Belvedere. We'll see y'all.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Hold on. Yeah, happy Halloween. Also, Tuesday, dude. We're back.
Yeah, we're back 2 days a week.
2 days a week.
Maybe mix some other stuff. I don't know. Want to do some more?
We'll see.
Go check out Discord too. Link will be in the video description. Or go to the website.
Anything else?
That's it, man. Have a good Halloween. Let's get out of here.
Oh, shut up. Why don't you for Halloween, won't you dress up as a pile of shut the fuck up?
All right, dude. Let's go.
All right, guys. All right, man. We'll see y'all Tuesday. Peace.